Now, if you want to make it okay, really more to find some more fine conclusion from the model, let us see the rate of change. Like if we take, this is the base, the one female and one male, one female as a base. If you have two males and one females, there is 167% in the wealth. It needs, for achieving equality, you need an increase in wealth in the rate of 167%. If three males and one females, 140%, the rate of change is 140%. So we can say female safety net pool increases with a larger number of male siblings. That's one. We already covered that. And then the rate of increase in male's responsibility decreases with the number of male siblings. Okay.
How do you justify the last one?
Sorry?
How do you justify the last one? 129%.
Oh, that's
The model.
Normally,
That's the model.
normally it increase.
yeah, normally
No, it is. This is from the last column.
oh, the last column. Okay.
Yeah,
129 over the last column.
if it is
From the last
increasing
one,
with
yeah.
the number
Is
of
it from
males,
the last one?
That's what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
You're
Otherwise-
building on the previous
Yeah,
column,
that's
not on the
correct.
base.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
that's,
it'd be 300%.
yeah, other, yeah, you, yeah.
This is
Yeah,
column over column.
Then it's not actually a rate of increase, it's a ratio.
it's a,
It is actually, yeah. Would rate of change from last column, that's what it is.
Yeah, rate of change from
Percentage
last
change
Because
from the last
you-
column.
your
No, it's
comment
not
is
original.
based on
Because answer was
the
here.
number of males,
mhm.
and you are expecting the last column to be
Yeah, he was with
be
the
more than
increase of
100.
number of males.
I mean, all you're saying is
From the
that
previous one.
okay, it
From the
Yeah.
previous
decreased.
class, right? Not from the very beginning of it.
Yeah, as far as the percentage.
Okay.
But here it means that
So it's not conventional.
that where there are more number of males,
It decreased.
there's decrease in responsibility, and that makes sense. Okay. Now, this is the gender combination of siblings, also the gender combination of siblings. Here we are. Here we increase the number. Here we increase the number of females. Like we left the number of males fixed, and we increase the number of females. So the rate of increase in the safety net pool decreases the number of female siblings are two. Okay, so here's 120, 117. And R1 variation is steeper than R2 variation. Like the change in the number of males affect the numbers more than the change in the number of females. Okay, so let me share with you the critique. Okay, what, like, again, I send it to someone who I respect, and I get reprimanded, and now I am preparing myself to get reprimanded again. Okay, so mahr could be any amount. Okay, this is a special case. Yes, I am looking for a special case, and I assume that my special case is reasonable, like very conservative rate of return. Okay, so like I entertained all kinds of inheritance amounts, and it could represent that kind of the middle class inheritance amounts. I didn't use like astronomical numbers. Okay, so that didn't convince me, to tell you the truth. Okay. Mahr can be deferred, as I mentioned, yes, and it has its consequences. Sure, if you defer, that has its consequences. It's like in Dain, in loans. So, okay. Investment is a modern idea. You cannot project it back 1,500 years ago. Yes, and what's wrong of trying to accommodate our new times? Okay, we are there, like our modern realities are negatively affecting us in certain ways. We can adjust it in other ways. And lastly, that there is no text, there is no dalil. And my answer is, so do we need any? If we find it that it is working, does it have to have a verse or a hadith that says that this is works this way. Okay, I don't feel that there is a need of that. Lastly, okay, you can use the model, the model even to guess what is a fair inheritance, a mahr amount. You can flip the okay, and probably this would not be used by families, but used by a judge. If a judge comes, okay, and the family wealth is this this and this, so this is what is fair for a lady in her stature, or etc. This is my presentation. I kept it short, so I'll have the maximum feedback, critique, and again, I am an academician and I am quite accustomed to being humiliated.
So, Brother Mazen, it seems to me that you are suggesting that we should order to have more sons and less daughters. And if we end up with more daughters, we should insist on them to get more mahar.
And immediately invest it with
Yeah, and
amana.
immediately.
Immediately.
So
Mhm.
is that the is that the
Yeah,
approach?
yeah. There's the cultural implication of it is that, well, take mahr more seriously. Now it's the mahr was diluted as as if it is not nihla. Okay. But to tell you the truth, also it kind of conflicts with the expectations of modern life. When the expectations of modern life, you need like a house that is fully functional with all the things. Okay, how can, practically speaking, a young person afford all of these things? So again, we are like walking between like two lines to really allow females to enjoy, to have their mahr nihla, and to other, we don't want to make mahr hard, so to delay marriage.
Okay.
So I have a follow-up question.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Your model does not assume inflation rate. So perhaps since you're using 5% rate of return, I can say you have considered 3% average inflation. Otherwise, that has to come into play. But I'm still trying to understand, what are we trying to propose? Are we trying to justify the equality? I mean, what shall I do with this knowledge? So if you can highlight this one for me, that would be very
Okay.
helpful.
Yeah, I'm not from those who try to like, or I really like dislike that people like seeing it as just like justification of Sharia. Okay, I'm not that type of person. Okay, and again, but what I am saying that if we connect the idea of differential rates of mahr to the share of mahr, like in the sense one gets it, one does not.
Right.
With the differential rates of inheritance, it seems that there is some relationship. Probably my formulas didn't capture this relationship, but I see that there is something there. Okay. And the second message is again to take mahr more seriously and to invest it. Okay. And instead of like it's also a cultural change. Instead of spending on gifts that are not really the necessary. Okay, we can.
One other factor is missing, and that is all the income she has, she is entitled to keep, and that can be enormous amount, which could add the total value upon whatever age you want to look at it. That's the significant amount. If the professional wife is working, she could be earning more than the husband.
Mhm.
And I know many cases where that is the case.
Yeah,
So,
and even I am kind of really bring it to like the way modern life is working. So even if she got really busy with children in early life and she couldn't work full time or work, yeah, still there's like a compensatory mechanism. Okay, so if she's investing in her mahr, she will find it after 20 years or something that she can start something or